Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live at the Philippine Sports Commission's building inside the Rizal Memorial Sports Complex in Manila. And we are back with our sessions of the Philippine Sports Writers Association. Right now, we will be discussing Pinoy brand of basketball and a world-class tournament. World-class water sports tournament to be held in Puerto Princesa. I'm Randy Calwag of Manila Standard. Good morning, Father.
Good morning, Randy. Good morning, Philippine Sports Writers Association, and we welcome you to another interesting session. Hope that you are with us through our live streaming sa pamamagitan po ng ating Facebook page, ang Philippine Sports Writers Association. Judy Karingal po. Mamaya mapakinggan din ninyo ang ating session on a delayed basis of Radyo Pilipinas 2, 918 kHz sa ating AM band, ang ating paring sports radio.
And Judith, bago pakilala ang ating guest, nais nating pasalamatan ang ating mga sponsors in behalf of PSA President Nelson Beltran. Maraming salamat po Philippine Sports Commission, Philippine Olympic Committee, San Miguel Corporation, Smart PLDT, Milo Philippines, at Arena Plus.
Okay, sa ating first session, we'll be talking about the PinoyLiga, ang kanilang Alumni Cup, and yung mga junior competitions ongoing right now. So, let's all welcome our PinoyLiga founder, Benny Benitez. Welcome once again to the PSA Forum. Good morning!
Good morning, Ma'am Judith. Good morning, Sir Randy, and everyone, our friends from the media. Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat.
So, what's up? Anong latest sa ating PinoyLiga?
Marami, ma'am. But first, I'd like to say thank you for the invite and for the opportunity na, to give an update on what's happening, of course, to PinoyLiga and the PinoyLiga Cup brand. So like what Ma'am Judith has mentioned, there are a lot of new things, especially this quarter, that's happening with the PinoyLiga Cup. First is yung ginagawa namin ongoing now na PinoyLiga Juniors Cup, where we invited 14 of the 18 UAAP and NCAA schools, including defending champions the Transquires for the NCAA and the defending champions for the UAAP, the Adamson Baby Falcons. Of course, the objective of the tournament is to be the premier juniors division preseason tournament for the high school level. And then also we have another ongoing tournament, which is yung aming legacy tournament, if I may wanna call it, yung PinoyLiga Alumni Cup, where a lot of the older, we don't wanna call them older, but the stars of the past, they come back to play for their colors, for their schools. Just like this Saturday, naglaro si Ken Bono. 2 Saturdays ago, Ken Bono played back for the Adamson Soaring Falcons, and they played the Mapua Cardinals, sila Alan Mangaha, sila Maki Acosta, so you get to bring them back. And then this coming weekend, we will have the alumni team of the San Sebastian Golden Stags naman, Jam Alfad, Chris Baluyot, all of these stars from the past. They go up in a game. But there's also this other tournament that we have, the PinoyLiga Next Man Cup. This is our 3rd season already. And the Next Man Cup is our tournament for the Team Bs. So if of course everyone is familiar with the legacy that was placed by the great Ato Badolato, yung MMBL, yung Father Martin Cup. So I think there has to be a refresh of that concept. So this is where we come in. As I was telling si Sir Randy kanina, all of the milestones of a Pinoy basketball player, nilalagyan namin ng parang muhon, kumbaga ng pundasyon. Kasi we started out with the Alumni Cup sa dulo, pero yung eventuality, nagbuo rin kami ng Collegiate Cup. Tapos ang nangyari, nagdagdag kami ng Next Man Cup until ito nga juniors. Tapos through the encouragement of the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas, we created yung Women's Cup. And then naglagay din kami this year ng tinatawag na PinoyLiga Cup, the Big Dance, which is yung parang version natin locally of the NCAA tournament in the States. So effectively, what happened the last 3 years for the PinoyLiga Cup brand is that meron tayong milestones on the junior level. Tapos pag ikaw ay pupunta ka na dun sa Team B level, we have the next man cup already. Ngayon kung graduate ka na and your abilities now are capable of being in the A team, nandun din tayo. Tapos itong the big dance, ito kasi yung opportunity for the smaller schools, the smaller programs. We're talking here of Olfo, of Sinclair, of all of these schools outside the UAAP and the NCAA to compete against the bigger brands, so to speak. And then, as you mature in age and in talent, then there's the alumni cup. So all in the spirit of bringing back to amateurism yung basketball in the Philippines.
Narinig namin yung Women's Cup, no? It's been a dream of every Filipina to have a regular league for women here in the Philippines, especially no, na WNBA is now becoming more popular sa mga basketball fans in the US. So, ano yung dream mo for this Women's Cup?
Good question, Sir Rance. Kung napanood niyo yung labang kahapon, Diyos ko, ang ganda. So, pag tinignan natin mabuti, globally, women's basketball has changed exponentially in just a couple of months. One name, Caitlin Clark. It just changes everything. Kami naman, we were fortunate enough to be encouraged by ED of the Samahan Basketball ng Pilipinas, ED Erica D, in one of my courtesy visits to her. Sabi niya, why don't you bring up a women's tournament? So that's what we did. We did that last July. So nangyari is that we were inviting a lot of the teams, but effectively tatlo yung dumating. Pero nung ginawa namin, sabi namin, Ma'am ED, baka pwede namin mahiram yung Gilas brand. Effectively, dumating yung Gilas brand noong July. So nakapagpatakbo kami ng women's tournament, and it's my personal mission to do a very nice competitive league din naman for the Women's Cup. So ang ginawa namin, tinuloy namin. At ang maganda ngayon, meron na kaming send-off papunta sa second season for year 2025. Kasi ang mangyayari sa Women's, Sir Randy, is that isasabay namin yung women's tournament namin dun sa main collegiate cup natin. So ang mangyayari ngayon, pag nagpapatakbo kami ng UAAP NCAA men's, kasabay na ngayon niya si women's. So ang mangyayari ngayon is that by next year, women's amateur basketball will now have a platform and a staple with us. Ibig sabihin, hindi na namin siya bibitawan eh. It will now become part of the menu, so to speak, ng Pinoy Liga. Kasi go back juniors, next man cup for the B, collegiate, women's, big dance, and alumni. So ang mangyayari sa atin yan, meron na tayong pundasyon na taon-taon, bubuuin natin, palalaguin natin, palalakihin natin with all of these creative inputs. Kasi iba ng panahon ngayon Social media, digital, that's the way to go. So we have our creative team that's really working behind the scenes that is producing a lot of these creative outputs. How do we make this better? Kung ang gagawin ba natin yung formatting nito ay ganito, tapos kunin natin yung regional, like in the case of the big dance, yung ating NCAA tournament style, I will be going to Pampanga this Thursday because I was invited by RD Hill Cortez on the opening of the UCLA there. And we will now be creating wildcard tournaments and qualifying tournaments for us. So a lot of these stuff are on the creative space na sabi namin, I think basketball should be thought of here in the Philippines. And we're trying to make our own ambag. So I go back, when it comes to the women's, one, by 2025, kasama na siya sa staple namin. Second is that we were able to get the buy-ins already of the teams that were adamant at first na sumali. Kasi ngayon, kinausap na natin sila Lasal, sila Adamson, sabi, sumali na kayo. Kasi naiintindihan nyo na yung konsepto Kasi at the end of the day, we will provide you the highest competitive level that we could provide.
For